you for being the friends that you are. Thanks for making my parents' stay here such a joy. I have my clipboard here mainly because my dad always had a clipboard for everything. And if there was any problem, real or perceived, he somehow wanted to mull over a solution. And he did help, I think, a number of people, whether it was authorized or not. He turned his utility closet, and every apartment has one. You're not supposed to go in there, we hear, but he broke in, turned the doorknob around so that he could have easy access to his own utility closet. He made, if everyone has seen tiny houses, he had a tiny workshop. He developed in that tiny little closet a workbench with lighting and pipes, and he had storage in every nook and cranny. He knew where every nail, every screw, every little tool was. And if there was anything he could build or tear down or improve, he was your guy. And I think poor maintenance just got tired of telling him, please, Stu, you're not allowed in there. But they figured that was a little safer than telling him out in the snow to stop shoveling other people's walkways. He was kind of hard to tone down, but Mom did her best. And we did too. And we loved him for everything he was. And my mom, you probably knew a little bit more than my dad. She was a sweetheart if you didn't have to grow up with her. My siblings and I just learned she was really, really easy to get along with as long as you did whatever you were told before she got to 10. That was the magic number. And actually, I kind of inherited that from her. I have my own herd of children, 10 of them, and they will complain to you if you give them a chance that I never counted to 10, I cheated, I skipped numbers.
It's true.
So it was 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, and then they had to hustle. But that's sort of neither here nor there. I basically just wanted to, along with my family who could be here, many of them we said, please don't travel here. It's middle of state college weather, first snow of the season, so we just don't know what to expect. Some might wonder why it took us more than 4 years to put something together for my dad, since he passed away more than 4 years ago. But at the time, Mom said, nope, not gonna happen. We do things together, so you will wait. So we have waited. Dad has been patient, and we're doing this together for them. This is pretty much how they lived and loved each other. They just did things together. They moved to the village when it opened in 2003, and I think some of you remember that. They were part of that first group as soon as the doors opened. And it was an early December day when we helped them move in, snowing just like this. And they had that corner apartment, windows on all sides, and we just stood looking out the windows thinking, this is like a snow globe. It was beautiful. This place is continuing to be beautiful. It's gorgeous. So from 2003 to now, that means we, the family, have been visiting here more than 20 years. And that's pretty hard to believe. I feel like I've made almost as many buddies as my parents did. And I thank you for that. It took me a really long time, but I think I even figured out the elevators around here. Anyway, thank you again for coming. Please enjoy refreshments if you haven't already, or even if you have, please, there's lots. The chocolate ice cream is in honor of Mom because those of you who knew her knew she had 1, 2, sometimes 3 helpings of chocolate ice cream every single day. No other dessert, no other flavor, chocolate. Feel free to take a look at a few of the memories too that we brought that remind us of Mom and Dad. There is an anniversary album there that my siblings and I put together for their 50th. And some of those same photos you see in the slideshow here. We had a lot of fun with it. Please also know my family, and this is Leah who did the presentation. That's Lindsay who lives locally, and she is mom to couple of my grandchildren there. Eli wearing my dad Stew's traditional suspenders and that bow tie, and Emma with her sequins, because if anyone goes to a party, sequins is what you wear. Anyway, thanks also for making Nancy and Stew's lives here so enjoyable and so meaningful. They were so happy here, felt your friendship deeply, and also appreciated the care given by everyone from the front office to the front desk, as well as everyone in maintenance, housekeeping, wellness, and atrium. And I can tell you firsthand, the year and a half, almost 2 years that my mom spent at the atrium, we were concerned about the transition, but it ended up being a remarkable move for her. It was touch and go in the beginning. She resisted, but she grew to love that place, and the care that she got, you could all be proud of the staff who works over there as well as here, because I think you all have a hand in people, how long they stay, how they treat each other, how they treat you. I was just floored. I never had to worry about Mom at all. And my last thing I can say, all of you make this a very special place. Thank you.
It was late in the evening, I guess we're all leaving. O'Leary was closing the bar when a gentleman stepper stepped out of the phone booth, and these are the words that he said. Her mother never told her the things a young girl should know about the ways of college boys and how they come and go.
Mostly go.
Now age has taken her beauty.
Don't argue already.
I'm trying to get the key down so you can.
He's working with you, Mom.
And you know we missed the whole line. We didn't get the lady in red.
Oh.
You asked a question about parenting, and the thought occurred to me that as we had kids and all of you were growing up, that we didn't think about the rules of parenting or how to parent. We were selfish.
Yeah, that's a good point.
In a word.
Yeah. The world did not revolve around you. You lived with us. And we were very consistent. You knew when you were going to be in trouble, and you knew when you were going to be on the good side. Even you.
I'm bitter about this. So of all the things that you think you taught us, what were the most important things?
To shut up,
To
behave.
Can we give you a
Shut
couple
the
of
door
ours
when
that
you
teach
come in
us
or out.
the principles?
Shut the door! It's cold. Well, that's an example.
Of what?
I don't care if she's out there freezing.
Just shut
Don't
the
let
door.
the draft in on me.
You're a curmudgeon.
I'm a curmudgeon. Well,
Yeah.
what are the principles?
You can open the door.
Say please and thank you, the basics. We wanted you to be exposed to school.
Well, that's a law.
Well, if we went beyond that, particularly you.
All right, principles. Other things that you think or hope you taught us.
What did Jared say? Tell me.
Maybe we're the ones who should tell you those principles.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But I didn't learn anything. Debbie learned everything.
Yeah, Jared, I like that very much. Yeah, what did you learn? What did we teach you?
I don't know why I come away with this. I've never ever seen you two speak poorly to or about other adults in the community. There was this sense of respect for others. Every now and then I used to get surprised sitting around the kitchen table and Dad would
You
say,
learned something.
well, he would say something that was a little bit less than satisfying about,
Oh, Henry.
Henry.
and every now and
Oh.
then you'd never say it directly, but you'd get a sense that you weren't happy. And I would think, huh, what's he saying?
There's something more there.
Dad's saying
Yeah.
something that's not
There was plenty
totally
more there.
positive, and I was so surprised. My
Really?
point is,
Yeah.
it was just the way you were to speak positively about others.
In front of kids. It
Well,
was the
that's
example
true.
you set.
That's my point.
Yeah.
That's
And
true.
so I came away
Um,
thinking this is the way you treat people.
Yeah.
Right.